Welcome back to Suladan Plays Dowdy. This time it's the full version 1.0.0 release and not the demo. So this is the fuller game and it will probably be multiple episodes. Like last time, this game seems to be peculiar in that while it is not using an excess of my processing, RAM, graphics card, or any discernible usage of my system, no weird disk access, no weird input-output access, OBS has a fit over it, and the video is fluctuating between 10 and 30, it's dropping all the way down to 10 frames per second at times. I don't know why. This is the only game I've seen that does that. I've recently found a way to fix the audio desync issues, so this shouldn't be a problem. But if you see any weird frame rate drops, that's why. I don't know. It has just eluded my ability to discern the cause of things happening. But anyway, we're gonna hit play. Actually, we're gonna hit load. Oh dear, it actually is loading. This is why I always hit load when I start a new game. It may actually not be doing anything. Okay, it's not doing anything. Let us go. That's weird. Your music and sound effects, like the starting music is actually being affected by the stereo, so me turning my head is shifting it between left and right. Your music source is actually in the game world. That is a little bit strange. Fascinating, but strange. Oh, please tell me you did. Hang on, checking, testing, tweaking things. Oh, the stamina regeneration is so much nicer. Game dev, I tip my hat to you if I wore a hat. But alas, let us push forward! Nothing like a good day in the forest to clear your mind. No phone, no internet, just nature, my dog Dowdy, and nice weather today. Perfect. It's a nice weather, singular, one weather. Not two weathers, not three, just one weather. Part of me is tempted just to forcibly drop the frame rate to make it more stable, but I'm gonna try leaving it as is for this episode. We'll see how it goes. Experiments and learning and oh, hi! Hello, there is an actual dog. Hello, Dowdy. You are dog. Why are you just staying here, being dog? Okay, you do you, I guess. I now have a visual image to know what Dowdy looks like, though. Wait, what? You were just, oh dear. Ah, well he was just there, but he's not there now. Spooky dog. SCP dog. Dog have teleported when unobserved. The barrel has been moved also, so here's the note. Oh, a fuse. And a box of lockpicks. I was trying to grab the note, but okay. Hello, if you find my letter, know that my brother and I are being abused at the residential school. I beg of you, please help us. I contacted the police. Contact the police. I managed to escape, but my little brother and always labas. I don't know what that means. They stick syringes in our eyes. He hits us with a whip. Help us. Okay, well, we got a note and a fuse. I'm fiddling with the menu. Yeah, the inventory button still brings you to the escape menu. I don't know. I just think hitting I should skip this and go straight to this. Because then hitting I again goes back to the game. It would just flow better to me. Press I or tab to open your inventory. No, press I or tab to open the menu from which you can open the inventory. But yeah, still doing great so far. Game's looking great. I still think you're a little heavy on the bloom and shadows and all. It makes the world kind of blur a little bit. If you're going for realism, if this is meant to look dreamlike, it is doing fine. There's also a bit of a frame rate where, the motion blur is a bit strong. Many of these visual effects are, I like to think of them like seasonings. A little bit goes a long way and they enhance the flavor of what you're doing, but too much of them is overwhelming. If I dump a pile of salt onto the food, all you taste is salt. And as such, likewise, when it gets to where all you see is motion blur, it can detract from the experience. Some people are also sensitive and will get motion sick and or just, like just not feel good about it. Doesn't bother me in that way. I just think, like, visually speaking, it would be benefited by reducing these things somewhat.
DOUDY.
Also, the VSync option in the options menu doesn't seem to want to hold. Like, if I go to settings and toggle VSync, and there's the obligatory Corsair headset 4 beeps of I don't know. That seems to happen in every video. But if I toggle VSync, hit apply, and return, and go back to settings, it's now untoggled. VSync would be a great help here. I theorize that maybe it's trying to run with unlimited frame rate, but since I don't have a frame rate counter in the game, I can't be sure. I like to use VSync to lock my frame rate to where my monitor is, because any frame rate beyond that is just wasted power. I also personally am fond of, 60 frames per second. I don't really notice a huge difference between that and higher values. But to each their own. I know some people that are very happy to have 120. I know some people that are happy to brag that they've got 300 frames per second. And I'm like, okay, well, enjoy, it's your money. To each their own on that. Ooh, maybe this note works now. Ooh, there's other stuff. Another fuse. Great. Hi, I am the Forester. If you listen to this message, it means that you are probably lost. You are on Earth. Oh, you're on the... I get it. You are on the path from the old boarding school. The establishment closed its doors after a thorough investigation. The nuns were experimenting on the children and animals to discover how much they could bear pain. Completely crazy spiritual experience. They say the headmaster of the nuns stays in the building and roams the corridors in search of new prey. The complex, however, was closed over a century ago. Even if your child is inside, I'm sure my child is still inside from 100 years ago. Call the competent authorities instead. Do not call the incompetent authorities, though, for although their phone numbers are similar, they won't help you. They are incompetent. As is in their name. The box has been moved over here. Oh, I can't interact with it anymore. Gotta be honest, really loved interacting with the boxes just because I love throwing physics objects around. But putting it over here is nice. Really? This door requires a key. I really would like to read the note better. Please know the admission rules. Your child will have to perform several tasks without restriction on your part. I'm not touching anything. Character's wobbling all on his own. He may be subjected to abuses if his behavior is not adapted to the boarding school. Medical treatment may be applied. My character is clearly drunk. He's wobbling all over. That explains the balloon. He's just really, really hung over and everything's overly bright because of it. Let's move on. Maybe I can find something to interact with. Oh, pensionat. I assume that means school or prison or graveyard, actually, because there was a graveyard over there. Loving the change how it looks. It looks very dark and ominous over there. Spiritual sacrament of the ancients. Under the crows will come the warrior for a fight with an axe. We will overcome the pain before going home. We'll celebrate victory and drink our glass of blood. Okay, you got Vikings over here, ain't you? Because that sounds a lot like something they would say. Place the 3 fuses to open the boarding school door. Wait, are you saying this is a door? Okay. Well, where did the graveyard go? That is my question. Okay, the door needs a key, but I have lockpicks. Can I use the lockpicks? Oh, the stamina regen is so much better. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's fiddle around in my inventory. Arrows. Arrow. Okay, you told me specifically that I picked up 3 lockpicks. But I guess not. Door requires a key. I'm assuming I still need to get up there somehow, but we're going to explore a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something real quick. I was trying to fiddle with my mouse sensitivity. It did not work. But I have lockpicks. So in theory... what's on this barrel? They collected 2 lockpicks. But I have lockpicks. Why can't I use that to pick the lock on the door to the forester's shack? You know, that's a really weird door to have been put there 100 years ago, unless you built it there to keep people out. In which case, it's still really weird to have one just giant motorized concrete slab. Not criticizing the game design, I'm just being commentary. Okay, so we're looking for either a key, hold left click to pick up boxes. Why is my mouse cursor doing this now? Okay, system. I don't know. Oh, it's glorious. Gloriously done. Now there's a hand icon, so I know I can pick up the boxes, and not only that, the game also tells me I can pick up the box. Still think we're in moon gravity here, but I love it. Woo! Come back, box. I'm gonna end up having to restart one up. There we go. Throw the box over the nearby mountain by accident. I was joking. I was joking. Come back, box. Oh, good, it didn't. Yeah, thanks. Hi, box. Why are you way over here? I love throwing items and being able to interact with the physics within a game world. It's one of the reasons that Amnesia: The Dark Descent has such a special place in my heart, because you can pick up boxes, flower pots, chairs. There's even a puzzle that is literally solved by you picking up a random rock from the environment and throwing it at something that's jammed. Like, that level of physics interaction is just... I love it. Okay, so I need another box. Having the big box there already is a massive improvement, though. Because not having to stack boxes that... the boxes in their state where they don't have mass made it difficult to stack them. So putting the big box there is a large improvement. Let's see, got another box. Got another box. Gonna run with the box! Oh, the stamina recharge is so glorious. I can actually run. Oh, what? Did you move while I wasn't here? Come on, box. Apparently the ghost dog is over here moving boxes while I'm not looking. Or that happened. Another reason they would be benefited by having some mass, so when you jump on them, they don't fly away. Okay, there we go. Be sure to jump on the air conditioner. Oh, look. Another box of lockpicks. And a radio. Okay, my stamina bar has a radio. Hello, hello! Why do all radios and phone calls start with that ever since Five Nights at Freddy's?
Hello?
Oh, what are you doing on my cabin of hunting?
Mais qu'est-ce que vous foutez dans ma cabane de chasse?
I'm just looking for my dog. He wandered off, doing dog things, you know, like vanishing when I look away from him. Your radio signal tells me you have my old walkie-talkie, which means you're on the roof of the old on the grounds of the old boarding school. If I were you, I would leave right away. It said that place is haunted by the mistress of the nuns. Dude, I just want my dog back. If your dog is inside, he's probably already dead. I will not leave my dog here. Listen, you, be nice and help me find my dog. I will contact you, sir. I will resume your signal if necessary. Over and out.
Je reprendrai votre signal si besoin, ok? Terminé.
Across the bridge. Run across the bridge. Tiny key. Yes. Oh, I love it. Do anything else over here? Why is there just a random box up here? And this is where I have to go into the inventory, which would be nicer if I didn't have to, you know, jump through hoops to get to it. Left mouse button to use object. I'm also going to go ahead and use the fancy save game button, because that may help us later. Ooh, more lockpicks. You've still got grass inside of your building. That is an issue. Another lockpick. 5 lockpicks. L or F to equip flashlight. Whew. Oh, wait, whoa, what, who? What? What? What?
J'ai enfin trouvé la pince.
We're calling it a clamp.
De l'ancien pensionnat pour sûrement retrouver.
To go break the chains of the old boarding school. Surely my dog is inside. Gotta be honest, the lockpicking thing, I don't know how I feel about it. It doesn't really feel fitting, and the game didn't really explain how to do the how to use it. So I don't know. They're actual bolt cutters now. Yes, these are bolt cutters. These are bolt cutters. I've not seen ones with green handles before, but they come in all colors. I'm just more familiar with the red ones because that's the ones we sell where I work. But yes, those are bolt cutters. Those are 100% bolt cutters. There's a little part on the right handle where you've got a little light that didn't get shaved off in the transparency, but still, these are bolt cutters. These are bolt cutters. I can vouch for that. And I'm fixating on that because in my previous video, they were not bolt cutters and I pointed it out. So I really have to point out and applaud that these are bolt cutters. I guess I was supposed to come over here and find out that I needed the bolt cutters, but I was just so excited by lockpicking that I had to see that there was chains. Managed to open the door to the old boarding school and enter inside, when suddenly the door closes behind you. Slam. Oh dear, well this place looks spookier. Well, there's my flashlight, which wasn't even out. Huh, the flashlight seems to work even when I'm not wielding it. That's slightly strange. My dear goodness, you changed the layout of the place. Sacred Books, Tomb of the Mistress of the Nuns. Sure, why not? Oh dear. Place the 6 sacred books to finish with the Mistress of the Nuns. Oh dear. So you know what I'm gonna do? Ooh, whoa, it'll spin around apparently. That's not what I was trying to do. I'm gonna get right. Ooh. The mouse sensitivity seems to jump. It's because of the frame rate twitching. And I may indeed end up lowering the frame rate in the next video. Not that y'all would notice because it would be upscaled back to the regular frame rate for video encoding reasons. But anyway, what I'm going to do is, since I'm going to make this into a multi-part thing, I'm going to go ahead and pause here since we've changed areas. The 20-minute mark seems good. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Just a minor random thing, but when I came out of the menu, the building appears to be twice as bright as it was before, so I don't know what's up with that. But like I said, see you next time.